Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. Today I have with me the energy of Master St Germain, who wants to talk about returning to who you are and the importance of this concept. You know, we have thoughts in our mind, we have memories, emotions, and it's important you learn to distinguish yourself, the real self that you are, from the self that's been given to you by the world. It's very important to make that distinction. We're going to wait a couple minutes for people to come on. As we get into this, you're going to discover that there's an aspect of yourself that is lost in the quagmire of your humanity. And this is not to say there's anything wrong with humanity. It's simply to say that there's an aspect of your being that is hidden from you, and you're distracted so that you don't look at it. Understand that the world is distracting you from who you really are, as equally as it would proclaim to help you to find yourself. But you must understand that you must lose yourself, that is, the self that the world has given you, to find the self that you truly are. This consideration cannot be underscored enough, that there's a clear distinction between yourself as a spiritual entity, as a soul, as a son of a creative intelligence. There's a difference between that aspect of you, your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, your body, all of which body, thoughts, emotions, memories are all temporary from the perspective of the human self. Whereas the aspect of that which you truly are, that you that came here to experience and to explore the physical world, that you is the one that is hidden from many of you, as thoughts, beliefs, and ideas that you may harbor in your mind and heart inhibit you and prevent you from looking into your own eyes. And I'm not speaking about the eyes you see in a mirror, but the eyes that you look upon your life from within your own heart, the eyes of your heart. What I hope to achieve today is to have you at least be curious enough to consider if you are not your thoughts, and you can observe your thoughts. If you are not your body and you can observe your body, that it is an instrument that follows your direction and instruction, then you'll understand that intelligence is not artificial, but you'll also understand that if you are not your body, that it is an instrument that carries out and executes your requests and commands and demands. Whether those requests and commands and demands are good or not so good, your body is compelled to be an obedient servant to you. It's compelled. And you can give it the authority and the belief that it has more authority over you than you do over it, but we can assure you that is not the case. And then there's this realm of thought, to become conscious and aware that you can evaluate and examine memory. You can evaluate and examine thought. And the one doing the evaluating is not the thoughts and the memory. That is, you are not your thoughts. You are not your memories. You are not your emotions. These are aspects of your human self that are part of your physical reality. But they do not constitute the true nature of who you are as a spiritual entity. Now, the spiritual entity you are can restructure thought, can change and alter the influence of memory and emotion upon your creative process in this physical world. But it's very important that you make this simple fundamental distinction between yourself as awareness, your thoughts in your mind, which are part of your physical reality, part of your human personality, your memories, your emotions, and your biology, which constitute your human self. So there is the human self, and then there is your divine self, your soul. What many of you try to do is you try to reflect upon your soul through your mind. That is, you try to figure out who you are by the thoughts you have in your mind, and you try to figure out who you are by the memories and the emotions and the biology you have. You think you can define yourself by those things, but Those things cannot define you. You are the one that defines your thoughts, defines your emotions, defines your memories, and defines what your physiology will express. Even if your desire is to go against the properties of the mind, the properties of the body, even if you choose to go against the natural organic properties of mind, emotion, memory, and biology, you are still have to face the reality that your mind, your emotions, your memory, and your body are all subjective to you, and you are not subjective to them. To consider this possibility, even but to a small degree, can allow you to shift your attention away from subjectivity to the beliefs and ideologies that you've garnered from this world, to evaluate and consider, who are you? Who are you really? You are not the name that was given to that body. You are not the thoughts that are in your mind. You are not the memories. These are elements of your human experience that are part of your mind, part of your body, and part of this world. You need a mind, you need a body, you need emotions, you need memories to exist functionally in this human dimension. But in your exploration, or should I say that in your being led into this world and caught up in it so deeply and intensely that you forget who you really are. You forget that life that made you by being so indulged in this physical human experience exclusively. And I am not in error when I say there is no harm in being human. It is a delightful and a wondrous experience if you understand your own function of creation. That is how you can affect your experience of being human from the creative consciousness that is your soul. As within the subjectivity of your mind and body, it's very difficult to initiate any significant changes or transformation in your consciousness because you believe you are the thoughts, you believe you are the body, you believe you are your emotions, and this is simply not true. And this untruth creates much conflict, for you are tormented living in a lie. Many of you are tormented living in a lie, believing that your thoughts, your memories, your emotions constitutes the whole of you, that your physical organism is you. This is an instrument. The process of transforming and transmuting your mind and body to be in the image and likeness of that which you truly are requires that you begin to formulate an experiential understanding fundamentally of who you actually are. My reason for coming through this one today is to give you the opportunity to have a functional experience that allows you to experience yourself independent of thought, memory, emotion, and body in the shortest and simplest way possible. It is easy for me to demonstrate to you that, of course, your body, if you tell your hand to open and close, it obeys you. It reacts and responds to you. So too will your thoughts. If you say, I will think this, I will not think this, your mind is designed to react and respond to you. And you can change and alter emotional qualities and states within your being, and you can even reduce the effects and influences of the environment upon you. And these are acts of your free will to be able to direct the body, to direct the thinking mind, to alter and change the function of your emotional power, which your emotions are a power for the function of creation. But without that important step of experiencing and evaluating and reflecting upon who are you, outside of what you've been told to believe you are, who are you? To give yourself the experience of being that which is not the body, remembering that which is not thought, remembering that which you are here and now. And it requires two very simple steps. The first step is to get your mind and body quiet and calm and peaceful. If you understand what I'm saying, then you know full well that if you say to the body, close the eyes will close. If you say to the body, relax, the body will relax. If you understand that the function of matter is designed to yield to your requests, then you can induce your mind and body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. You can, as an act of your conscious free will, say to your mind, be still, be still, be still. And while some of you might say, but I cannot quiet my mind, it is so noisy, then I would simply say to you, to say to your mind, be still, be still, be still. And you take your attention away from what the mind is trying to distract you with, because so many of you are distracted by the world that you cannot or will not consider reflecting on something other than what you've been told to pay attention to. Much has loaned itself to keeping you entrapped in your mind and in this world, believing that you are only a physical form, that you are no greater than a body, no greater than the thoughts that are in your mind, no greater than the emotions that those thoughts stimulate into function. But I'm here to say to you, you are far greater than these things. Both your mind and body are designed to follow your direction and instruction when you give them sufficient direction and instruction to induce them into a different state of being. Once you get the experience of being able to get your mind quiet and your body quiet, and you begin to experience that stillness that is not based in the distractions or memories of the world, you then begin to move away from the human self back towards your divinity, your soul, that position in consciousness that is you, independent of the thoughts, independent of the flesh, independent of emotion, that you can begin to experience the child of God that you truly are. But in the attachment you have to your human self, it's very difficult to experience and reflect upon your true nature. If you're able to quiet your mind, calm your emotions, still the body, which you are all very capable and able to do if you follow very simple instructions to give to your mind and give to your body. You have to learn to give them instructions that they can carry out. As easy as you can say to the body, pick this up or smile, you can direct the body as a function of your free will. And you can direct the mind, be still, be still, be still. Even at the deeper layers, on the emotional level, which is where the vast majority of those who are stuck in the human experience, the vast majority are stuck in the realm of emotional energy, believing that somehow you do not have any authority or power over your emotional energy. And I'm here to tell you that is not true. You have complete authority and dominion over your emotional energy, providing you know how to assert that authority. Much like a child needs to be shown how to walk and how to talk and how to crawl and these different things you have to teach a child, you must teach your mind, your emotions, like you would teach a child. And so the emotional aspect of your human nature is equally amenable to the direction you would give to it, to say to the emotions, be calm, be quiet, be peaceful, be still. This understanding that you can actually speak or think to your emotions, that that you can induce your emotions into a change of being by an act of your own conscious will. This may take, for some of you that are deeply embedded in very difficult emotions, the process is still true and it is universal. The nature and quality of any emotion is that when you interact with it, the nature and way in which you interact with an emotion will initiate a functional change in it in the exact same fashion you can initiate a functional change in the hand and the way it articulates. You can to the emotion say, be still, be calm, be quiet, be peaceful, you are safe, I am with you. You can communicate as an act of your free will in very precise and specific ways so as to induce or train your emotions into a different state of being. once you have the experience of being able to quiet the body, to calm the seas of the mind, to bring your thinking self into stillness, at that point, as the body and mind and emotions yield themselves to your insistent direction for them to be calm, to be quiet, to be peaceful, as they begin to yield themselves to your direction, you begin to feel the self that is you begins to emerge, a sense of calm, wellness, and peace, which is your natural state, begins to emerge when you can gently, lovingly, and authoritatively train your mind, your emotions, and your body into a state of calmness. And it must be trained because the world has trained some of you to believe that you cannot control your feelings, that they're your feelings and you can't control them. Many of you have been taught to believe that you have no authority over your emotions. And as a result, your belief, so it shall be. So it becomes very important to understand that what I'm saying here is that your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, and your physical organism are by nature that human self that is yours to experience in this dimension, is by nature designed to follow your instruction and direction, as equally as if you were to allow others to have authority to give you direction. So you may be led by others, and hopefully if you choose to be led by others, that their intentions would be noble and good and kind. And you may also be led by others whose intentions are not noble and good and kind, but selfish. So it's important if you are going to yield yourself to any form of teaching or training, that you ensure that the one that you are learning from is functioning from that highest aspect of the being that is not embedded in only the function of their humanity. That you recognize that that individual is conscious and aware that they are a function of love, wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence, that you might yield yourself to that and learn for yourself the truth in you that they will say is the truth in you. For those that are of the light will say to you, you are as I am in your own way. You may express your humanness differently than I, but we are one in the same light. We truly are. As you gain familiarity with being able to direct your thoughts, your memories, your emotions as a function of your will, you begin to acquire authority over your own humanity. And I highly encourage you that this is the path to take, that you reacquire your authority over your own thoughts, emotions, memories, and physical organism, which all constitutes your human experience, and that you as the awareness are designed by nature to be the creative authority over time, space, and matter, which is your human experience, is time, space, and matter. That thought, emotion, memory, and physical form allow you to interact in this experience of time, space, and matter. Now, what I seek to do in the next few minutes is to give you the opportunity, if you are in a place of emotional, mental, or physical turmoil, then I would ask that you consider allowing yourself to be guided in this process, to follow some simple instructions, to experientially have the sensation of how your body, how your mind, how your emotions can react differently when they're given different information. Many of you fill your minds with fear and uncertainty. Many of you are fearful of what is happening in the world, or you allow yourself to be subjugated to the beliefs and the ideologies of those that do not have your interests at heart but their own. And so in that consideration, know this, that as you begin to awaken yourself to your own authority and autonomy over your human nature, you then become free to carry out the process of creation that this human experience allows you to engage in. The human experience allows you to learn the function of creation many of the master teachers that have come through this physical dimension have well learned the process. But teaching your mind, teaching your body, directing your energy, your emotional energy, will result in your function of physical experience being very specific. But I have but one primary goal, that you experience the natural goodness that is who you truly are as a spiritual being, and not just as a physical being. You may embody your spiritual nature into the flesh as the ones you know of as Jesus and Buddha and the Yoganandas and the many other beings that have come and demonstrated this loving spiritual autonomy over mind and form, time and space. You too may acquire that. But my single most goal today is to bring you into a position of experiencing your true nature to the degree that you're willing to allow yourself to. And it requires just several steps. If you're willing to follow them, let us begin. Wherever you are hearing these words, put your body into a position that will be comfortable for a few minutes. This will not take long. It is a very simple process. And you may stay awake and aware and alert and still follow the instructions and not feel like you're subjugating yourself to anything that I would say. But my goal is to give you a fundamental and direct experience of your own being as a function that's independent of thoughts, memories, emotions, and physiology. And so there's several steps. As you get your body comfortable, take a long, slow, deep breath into the body and fill the lungs completely, and hold the breath in the body for a few moments. And then as you exhale, give permission to your body and all of its muscles, its nerves, its organs and glands. Give permission to the body to release, to relax, to let go. Allow and give consent to your body. The muscles in the face, the neck, the arms, all the muscles. As you exhale, give the body permission to relax. And continue to breathe deeply and consciously on the exhale. Incline the body with these words: release, relax, let go. Give your body that command: release, relax, let go. And you may even be specific if you have tension in your face, or you have tension in your chest, or you have tension in your pelvis or legs. You may intentionally say to those parts, release, relax, let go, and allow them to relax. You can even communicate to your body that it is perfectly safe while you do this. As you continue to breathe, notice that when you release the breath from your body, it relaxes more easily and spontaneously. And let yourself feel that with each exhale, you can allow the body to relax more and more and more. If any part of the body gets tense or nervous in any way, shape, or form, just breathe to that part of the body. And as you exhale, allow that part of the body to relax. Assure that part of the body that it is safe while you take it through this process. Just slowly exhaling, giving all the nerves, organs, and glands in your body to relax. And each time you exhale, you're giving your body permission to relax more fully. After a few breaths, the body will understand this, and with each exhale, it will relax more and more fully. And as you continue breathing, your body will continue to relax. And again, if any time the body begins to get tense or anxious or nervous or distracted, simply draw the breath in and gently say to the body, you are safe, release, relax, be still. And allow yourself to experience that. Experience the function of your using your body's breath to relax it, to teach it to release, to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. In this process, you're beginning to reclaim your authority over the physical aspect of your humanity. Teaching it how to relax is a very important skill to have, as equally as teaching it how to be active. And as you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, with each exhale, you'll notice that the spontaneous function of relaxation becomes more apparent to both you and the body. Now, secondarily, as you continue to breathe the body in the fashion that you're currently breathing, turn your attention to the thoughts and thinking in your mind. To all the thoughts and thinking, just become aware of all the thoughts about what's coming next and what was before and what's happening next and what's going to occur. Turn your attention to those thoughts and say to those thoughts, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. You do not have to think for a little while. Communicate these thoughts to your thinking mind, the thinking aspect of your human experience. And use your breath now with each exhale to give your thinking mind permission to not think for a little while. So that with each breath now, not only does the body continue to relax, but now you are engaging the second component of your humanity, the place of thought, where you begin to give the thoughts permission to be still, to be quiet, and to be peaceful. You might notice as you continue to do this that the emotions that you might have been feeling are beginning to calm. Which leads us to the next consideration. Any emotions that you perceive within yourself, it does not matter what emotions they are, but you can use the function of your breath to draw your breath in. And when you exhale, you can speak to your emotions in your mind's eye. You can say to your emotions, be still, be calm, be peaceful. You are safe. I am with you. Be calm, be still, be quiet. You are safe. I am with you. As you continue to communicate, utilizing thought to interact with your emotions while using the breath, giving both mind and body and emotions permission through your breath to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. With each and every breath, consciously and deliberately give your thoughts, your memories, your emotions permission to be still. You're giving the human part of yourself permission to be still, to be quiet, and to be peaceful. And allow yourself to be aware of how you are feeling as your mind, your body, your emotions are being given permission by you to release, to relax, to let go. You might even use those words, release, relax, let go, you are safe, I am with you. So that you are now communicating in very specific language to your human self. What that begins to do is the body and mind, the thoughts and emotions get calmer and quieter and more peaceful as a result of the way you're interacting with them. Begin to feel yourself. Experience how you experience yourself without the thoughts, the memories, the emotions, and the activity of the body distracting you as much. Just be aware of how you feel yourself, independent of thoughts. If thoughts come up, if emotions come up, if the body gets anxious or nervous in any way, just use your breath very gently. And when you exhale, you can just say to the whole body, the whole human personality, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. You are safe. I am with you. And feel how your mind, your emotions, and your body respond when you communicate those ideas to them. You'll notice that if you breathe slower and deeper, the sensation of the mind and body becoming even quieter and calmer will become very obvious to you. With each subsequent breath, you're utilizing the function of your breath to direct your human personality into a different state of being than the one you normally experience. As you begin to experience the mind, the emotions, the memories, the body getting calmer and quieter, more peaceful under your direction, then you begin to experience something different about who you are. You no longer are distracted and caught up in thought, memory, emotion, and sensation, You're beginning perhaps to experience yourself as the awareness, as the soul that you naturally are, which is independent of the thoughts, independent of the emotions, independent of the memories, independent of the biology. Remember, thoughts, memories, emotions, and flesh constitute your human being. They do not constitute who you are as a spiritual being. But your spiritual being is designed by nature to have a healthy and beneficent autonomy over your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, and your physical human self. You are designed by nature to be the authority, able to direct, alter, and change the function of your human personality so that it serves you in the function, manner, and way in which you need it to. The time for remaining subjective to the human self is passing. This is the time of ascension and awakening. The transformation, the transmutation of the self, the movement of the violet fire is the movement of the soul from matter to spirit. And from that perspective of spiritual being, you can assert your spirit self over flesh and thought, matter and space and time, in a very different way than your mind, your flesh, have been conditioned to believe is possible. But I came here through this one today to articulate this simple process that you may perfect in practice. I highly encourage you to come and join us as we work through this one quite extensively to guide people to this position of self-awareness, of awakening, where you are not your thoughts, but you can use thoughts. You are not your emotions, but you can use emotional energy. You are not your memories, but you can utilize memory. You are not the physical organism, but you utilize it. There is a clear distinction between your human self and the spiritual being that you are. And the process of awakening is beginning to recognize that distinction between yourself as the awareness and the personality of thought, memory, emotion, and biology. There is a spiritual you and the human you. And it's important to understand the relationship between the two of you is one that you are designed by nature to have natural authority and autonomy over mind and flesh. You're designed by nature that way, to learn the function of creation. That divine creator that made us all, made us in its image and likeness, that we could actualize in the most simple way the natural authority that comes with being a creator. But one must begin to remember, you must begin to remember who you are. That you are not just a human personality, you are a spiritual being. That you must learn to make the distinction between the structure of your physical form, your thoughts, your emotions, and your memory, which are all aspects of your human self that are designed by nature to carry out your creative process. If you are still engaged in this breathing and you are still feeling the mind and the body and the emotions being quiet, calm, and peaceful, and you are able to hold them gently in that place with your breath, with your intention, with your well-chosen thoughts, to say, be still, be quiet, be peaceful, you are safe, I am with you. As you gain the functional experience of being the consciousness able to assert a healthy, loving authority over your own mind and body, then hopefully you will not surrender that authority to those that would not have love as their ultimate motive in communicating information to you. This is the time of awakening, that you must ascend yourself from merely being a physical human being to being a spiritual entity, a soul, a divine consciousness, here to articulate the function of creation through acts of love, compassion, and kindness. And of course, there are those that have the opposite effect, that are aware of their spiritual natures, that are operating in the opposite polarity of cruelty and control and power and authority. But to be able to make the distinction between that which is love and that which is not love, power and authority versus love, are very different. But to come to the understanding of how to make the distinction between that which is good and that which is not so good for you, you must awaken to who you are. You are not your body. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your memories. You are a spiritual being, the son of a divine creator, here to learn the practice of creation. And once you understand your relationship with your mind, your body, your emotions, your relationship to your human self, then you can begin to move into the realm of deliberate creation. But being unable to distinguish between your body, your emotions, your memories, and your thoughts will make that somewhat difficult if the thoughts, the memories, the emotions that you carry are burdensome. Then you must learn how to change or alter the function of your mind and body to serve you more effectively. This is all I came here to communicate to you each today. I hope that it has been useful and practical to you, and that you will find ways of utilizing it at every possibility to treat your mind, your body, your emotions, your memories with the love and grace that is the natural expression of who you are as a spiritual consciousness. That you have that aspect of divinity that is you. That you can assert that love, that divinity over thought, memory, emotion. And that love does not make you a pushover. That love means you will recognize what is evil and what is good. And you will not surrender or yield to evil in any way, shape, or form, but that you will be an extension of the love that is your true natural state. Wow, thank you. Okay, well, I want to say thank you, Master St Germain, for that wonderful meditation and experience. I'm buzzing all over the place right now. I want to say thank you to him for that, and I want to say thank you to all you guys for coming out. I've got about 10 or 12 minutes before we're initiating our Masterclass 104, which is a private learning group where we're going into transcendence, learning how to actually commune and connect with our divinity. And that will be starting in about 22 minutes. So if you got any questions or considerations about what you've experienced today, then let's delve into that. Let's dig into that, everybody. Hi, everybody. We're just going to scroll up here and get to the beginning. Hello, Katrin. Hello, good morning. Could you tell me if the move and job opportunity to Guelph is a good decision? It feels like something that will get me back on track. Yes, you already know that. I got that as soon as you were asking the question. As I was reading this, I said, yes. Someone said to me, the only thing that can inhibit the benefit will be your doubt. So release all doubt. Doubt will create what you do not want. If you understand the function of your emotional energy, then you'll be very mindful about what emotions you will choose to indulge in. But yes, the experience will be a very beneficial one. Keep yourself in alignment to the joy, the love, and the excitement that you are manifesting, that you are moving towards. This is very important, as the emotional substance orchestrates your material experiences more than your thoughts do. Let me repeat that to you. Your emotional substance orchestrates your experiences more than your thoughts do. So that is, when you're in an emotional energy, that will cause material effects quicker than thoughts will. The emotional energy, once in motion, begins to affect and change time, space, and matter quite rapidly. Now, I also want to mention to everybody, patrons tonight, I'll be looking forward to seeing you. I think we got Master Jesus with us tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. So my patrons, my tier 2 patrons, I'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. You will have received through the Patreon interface. You will have received the link to tonight's live event on Zoom. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tonight. Secondarily, I want to remind everybody, so we got some people here who have already signed up for Masterclass 101, which begins November the 2nd. What you just heard from Master St. Germain is just a small sampling of what happens in Masterclass 102, where you learn to connect to your guides, your angels, ascended masters, multidimensional beings. You learn to get into the process of how to heal your mind and how to heal your body, because you are the thing you're seeking. You are the cure to your own pains. You literally are. And Masterclass 101 is a beginner's course. We call it Awakening. Masterclass 101 Awakening. It's a beginning step to this process of what awakening is. Learning and remembering your spiritual self and not just being stuck in your human self. A lot of people are stuck in their human self and their pain and their anger and the shame and the guilt. And you feel like you're trapped in that. That's not who you are. You're not your pain, you're not your guilt, you're not your shame, you're not your anger, you're not your doubt, you're not your insecurities. It's not who you are. That's your human self that has to be rebuilt by you, the awake and aware one. And you'll learn the process of awakening. That's why it's called Masterclass 101 Awakening. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and register for Masterclass 101 Awakening. Yes, please do that. Do not waste time. I cannot tell you how many people we have come into the course, and we've had this again. We had a whole bunch of people coming through the course again, and they said they had no idea it was going to be so profound and impactful in their lives. So don't waste time. Like, your life is too important to not take command and authority over it in a loving way. Make your life a good experience, not a fearful experience. Hi. Yes. That's a great intention, to develop authority over my mind, body, and soul. Yes, it is, Daniela. Yes, I want to be free and express my own creative way, especially on healing myself and others. Question: any advice from my ancestors to express myself in a creative way as a shaman, healer? Wow, the words they're saying, I'm just hearing this loud tone. Somebody like this, it's like this long tone. The tone, but it's like it's a tone going way back to the beginning, and to the yes, and to on and on and on. Tone, Daniela, tone will be very powerful for you. Working with tone and sound, that's what I'm being told. Tone and sound, very powerful for you as a mechanism. Hi, John, how you doing? How did the Count of St Germain maintain a youthful appearance even though he was hundreds of years old? He's really delighted you've asked that question. He lived from his spirit. He says, I lived from the light of my soul, not from the flesh of my humanity. My spirit is eternal. My flesh follows my spirit. I only needed to be in that embodiment for several hundred years to gain the full knowledge of what I've shared in a very small fraction with you here today. But it is my spirit that gave my body the life that it had. And it is my spirit that allows me to still exist as I am. It is by awakening to the spirit that you are, that you have autonomy and authority over time, space, and matter. You cannot have this if you believe that you are just flesh and thought and emotion. You must awaken your spirit. We speak through this one quite consistently and regularly for that exclusive purpose, and many others on this physical planet, where we articulate the function of how you can return to your spiritual nature, that you might have everlasting life. It is offered to you, but you must accept the gift and know how to accept it. Wow, great question. Janavi, thank you so much. Wow, I've never heard that answer before. Good morning, everybody. So I'm just, how are we doing here? Still got 16 minutes before we go to the orientation. Question from Manoj. My ears got filled with earwax very often, and sometimes it has resulted in pain. Any advice from my angels, please? You need to start listening to your inner self. You have to get out of your thinking mind. I hope I'm pronouncing this word, obfuscated by your mind and body, that you are so stuck in the world, you've been denying hearing the Spirit speaking to you. So close your ears and listen within. We're trying to tell you, go within and listen. We will guide you. Manoj, if you want, come sign up for our masterclass, 101 Awakening, and learn the process of awakening, how to hear and connect to your guides, your angels, God, your deities, Krishna, whomever you want to connect to. They exist. They're sentient beings. And there's ways of learning to hear them that don't require physical ears or physical eyes, right? What meditation is designed to teach people. In our masterclass series, there's three key components. There's three practice exercises, and then there is the the meditation and discussions that happen 3 times a week, where ascended masters come through me and give us a lesson, and then they take us on a meditation to reinforce the experience of the lesson. It's an amazing thing. Then there's other practices where you get to experience how to connect to your guides and angels, how to prepare your mind, how to prepare your body for these things, because you have to be able to prepare your mind and body, right? You have to prepare the way. Prepare ye the way, as Jesus tells me. Yeah, it was beautiful. Thank you. You're very welcome, Anne. It was a beautiful message from him. Good morning. Hi, William. Can you see why my nose runs constantly? You asked that question yesterday, and I believe it was answered. I believe you asked that question yesterday, and I believe it was answered. You'll find the answer on the recording on my YouTube channel from yesterday's live event. If I tune into it right now, yeah, you need, yeah. So I think the answer was, again, I'm paraphrasing what was said yesterday, that when the body's releasing fluids, okay, when the body's releasing fluids, it's needing proper food. It's not getting proper food. Again, I'm paraphrasing. If your body's feeling really hot, you need water. So you're not putting, there's a food, and again, now I'm remembering, thank you. So it's living live food that you need to be eating more living live food. Like watermelons, grapefruits, oranges, tangerines, like mostly in the high water content to help flush the system out, because the body's got some sort of something going on with it that it's trying to release it. The sinuses, the skin, the bowels, the bladder, those are the ways the body tries to eliminate things from it. So your body's trying to remove something that does not belong in it. And I'm being told to tell you that living food is the way to do it. Living food. Thank you so much for the question. Hi, William. When will my door open? I'm open and receptive with love. That's wonderful. Then practice what he taught us today. Practice what St. Germain just walked us through. Please help. I'm unhappy in my job and want to find a job remote. Any advice from my guides? Thank you. Well, hello, Queen Sheba. Well, first of all, you have to change the emotion of unhappiness, because the emotion of unhappiness that you're holding in your body is connected to this unpleasant experience. When we hold emotions from our childhood or from any point in life, the emotions that we hold are creative influences in our material world. So you need to learn to shift the emotion. Again, I would encourage you, sign up for Masterclass 101. I can't say it enough times, guys. Sign up for Masterclass 101 Awakening. You've got just over a month to sign up. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and I promise you will shift things in your life in ways that you didn't know you could, but you always were able to. You just didn't know the mechanisms. Come and learn from the masters. It's an amazing experience. Yes, I understand that. How are we doing here? 11 minutes. Hello, Kratty. Question: why do we start getting older once we turn 30? How can we slow down aging process for real? Well, I think Master St. Germain was just asked that question a couple minutes ago, and I'll paraphrase his answer, where he's saying he got connected to his true nature, his spiritual self, and that his spiritual self orchestrated the conditions under which his body would live. So he was able, from the realm of spirit, extend the life of the flesh. Again, I'm paraphrasing what was said. The actual answer to that question came a little earlier, but that's what he said to the person that asked that question. You must learn to connect to your soul. Most people live just as a human self, and you think you're just a human. You think you're just a body. And you think you're just a memory. You think you're just emotions, and you think you're just this flesh. You're not. You're a spiritual being. And when you actualize that potential, the potential of yourself as a spiritual being is very different than the biological mechanisms and processes that you're subjective to believing you're just a body. When you believe you're just a body, then you're stuck in the body, experiencing being a body, which means getting old and aging in a certain way, that certain genetic predispositions are going to happen. But when you awaken your soul, your soul has a different energy that will affect your mind, your emotions, and your body in a different way. And for those of you that did the short meditation that he walked us through, please share your comments and experiences with what you felt during that short meditation that he walked us through. Share your experiences. Let us know what you experienced. Also, let me know if there's any person or being you'd like me to channel at a particular time. I'll bring other. I don't mind bringing people through. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. What should I do about the situation with Nid? Again, you've got a problem for every solution. You've got to stop that. You have a problem for every solution, and so you feel pretty comfortable being right, even though it's causing you suffering. You have to get into alignment with certain energetic qualities that will spontaneously, certain emotional embodiments of energy, love and fear, produce very different experiential realities in your human experience. It would be very wise to consider engaging yourself in a quality of joy and excitement and love about your life, and bear witness to how that experience of internal joy, internal love, outpictures itself as your experiences. But if you are constantly looking for problems, you will be very effective in finding them as equally as you can be looking for solutions and find them equally. But you can receive one and deny the other if you want to hold on to what you're familiar with. That's always fun to do sometimes. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They hold on to old emotions, old pain, old anger. Thank you, Krati, for that. One of my colleagues, who was a best friend, has done me dirty. She has betrayed me, and I can still not forget it. I am not able to work because of it. Okay, here's what you're going to do. And this is something that they taught me to do. So the frustration, the pain, and the anger you feel about this person betraying you, that that lives in your body, so it lives in your world. You hold on to that pain, you hold on to that anger. I'm not saying that what they did wasn't real, but I'm saying that as long as you hold on to the pain that caused you, you will sustain that condition that you're in right now. So you need to learn how to shift the emotional energy from the state that it's in into a new state. In our Masterclass 102, Liberation, we go into great detail in practice about how you release old emotions out of your body. Because when you can release an old emotion from the body, then you'll release the effect that it's connected to in the physical dimension. This is what they've taught me. So yes, you need to shift the energy. A good thing for you is to feel that pain, that anger, that frustration that you feel about what they've done, and then turn to the pain, the anger, the frustration, and say to it, I will take care of you. I love you. I will honor you. You communicate to your emotional energy in a different way, and you'll shift it immediately. Do that right now. Do that right now, Krati. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. Do that right now. Turn yourself to the pain and the anger and the frustration you feel, and say to that pain, anger, and frustration, I will take care of you from now on because I'm willing to love you. Just communicate that to your pain right now. I will take care of you from now on because I'm willing to love you. And watch what happens to pain, because once you can learn to shift your emotional energy, that's when you start to shift changes in your human manifestation, right? I really like the language he's using today. It's great. Hi there. Hello. Nice to see you too. Thank you so much for the gifts. To my subscribers on TikTok, thank you for your support and your help. Thank you so much. Hi, William, masters and friends. Well, hello there. Hi. Hi there. Any message from my mother, please? Hang on. Who are you? Tarot Daddy. She says you. She says you don't need a message from you. She said, grow up, have fun. You're a big boy. You can do it. That's all I'm getting. Grow up. You're a big boy. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Hi. Is my sister Melinda here? If I tune in, I'm not feeling her presence, but I don't know why. But I'm I'm getting this image of like a towel that's been wrung really tight, a towel that's been wrung really tight. And you know how you take a towel and kids would take towels sometimes and snap them at each other at the pool? That's what I'm being shown. That I'm being given that image to give to you of a towel being wrapped tight and a whoosh, like a whiplash, whoosh, like that. I don't know what that means to you, but that's what I'm getting, and I presume that's from her. Right? Nothing happens by chance. Hello, Ru. May I receive a message from my grandpa, Rudy? Is he here? Rudy's actually. What I'm feeling is the love he's left with you. I'm feeling the love he's left with you because he's not in spirit in the non-physical place of being. He's back in flesh and form. But he's left his love with you. He's left the love he has for you is with you. The love he had for you is with you. That's really cool. He's back in physical embodiment. Oh, I got 3 minutes, guys. I gotta go. I have another class to get to. I want to wish you all much love. Come join me on the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul, which will be Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. I want to wish you all much love. Have a wonderful and joyful day. Thank you, Master St. Germain, and the others that have come through today. Have yourselves a wonderful day, everybody. Bye for now.